Adult children of narcissistic parents can have a very hard time asking for help. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about why it can be such a huge challenge to ask for help, what you need to do in order to allow help to come in and to be able to do that, and why it's so important to heal this specific aspect of narcissistic abuse from your own parent. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth. I'm a transpersonal psychologist, a holistic nutritional chef, and best-selling author of Get Well Now, Healing Yourself with Food and the Power of the Mind. And I help wounded ACONs, adult children of narcissists, to become healed icons. And an icon is somebody who's independent, confident, original, and naturally you. All of those things get squashed by narcissistic parents. And if you watch the videos on my channel, you'll find out more how that happens, how subtle it can be, and how important it is to really discover the wounds of parental narcissistic abuse, what it's done to you, and to be able to heal those things holistically, mentally, emotionally, physically, and energetically and spiritually. Okay, so to the discussion at hand today, I'm going to be talking about asking for help. Adult children of narcissists can have a terrible time asking for help because their whole life they had to focus on that narcissistic parent. It was all about helping them get what they wanted all the time. And so you learn very early on that asking for help is not something that really is even okay to do. Even if you do ask for something that you really want from that narcissistic parent, it's usually not going to be honored. A lot of times it's going to be dismissed. It's going to be belittled. It's going to be shamed. And you're going to feel guilty about doing that. So if you start to connect guilt and asking for help together, then why would you want to even do that? If you're going to be shamed or belittled for asking for help, why would you ask for help? Even though you know on a deep level that your parent is meant to be there to help you, to assist you, to help you to better your life and to be there to help nurture you and bring you out. So what will happen as a child if you have a hard time asking for help is that when you grow up, you're going to have a hard time with a concept that's very, very important to learn to heal. And this specific concept is the concept of giving and receiving. And now it may sound weird. You might be like, wait, where is this coming from? But you didn't learn how to give, except to give to somebody else. So you're other focused, you're other oriented. So you may become a codependent, which means that you focus on other people to your own detriment. And you don't really take care of yourself in the way that you could take care of yourself if you were to learn to ask for help and learn about giving and receiving and how important it is to do both things. So giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. And you were programmed to give, do, bend over backwards, jump through hoops for your narcissistic parent. And so you don't learn how to self-nurture. You don't learn how to self-soothe. You get very disconnected from your own emotional state. And so you may end up, oh, here's my little Frida. Here's my girl. Hi, Frida. So you may end up having a very difficult time asking for help and receiving help when it's really needed. And you may have a hard time receiving a compliment. And this is something that I want you to start doing, is to start really allowing yourself just to receive a compliment. Somebody says something nice to you, bring it in. You know, that thing that happens, like if you go and you get this great gift for somebody, you looked everywhere and you wanted to get the best thing for your friend, you wanted to surprise them and you got them this nice gift, and then you give them the gift and then they go, oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, that's too much. No, I don't deserve this. But here's what you're doing is you're not receiving the gift, or that person you gave it to is not receiving the gift. And if this is something that you do, you may have a very hard time receiving compliments, receiving goodness towards you, receiving help, receiving something better for your life that you really, really want, like maybe a great job that you really, really want, but you're afraid to do it because you think you're not good enough. So you start to see that when it comes to giving and receiving, like all these different things start to get wrapped up in it, like your worth and your value and feeling like you don't deserve it. And you were raised to think that you don't deserve it. You were programmed to believe that you don't deserve the kind of care and attention that everyone should have. Everyone should be able to have access to that. So if this is resonating with you, please go ahead and like this video, and it helps get it out to more people. And please subscribe to this channel, because there's over 400 videos now that you can access here on this channel to help you heal from parental narcissistic abuse, to help you develop your intuition, to gain self-trust, and cooking as well. So since I am a holistic chef, I do help with supporting the body to heal itself while you're going through your emotional release process. So here's what I want you to do. So if you are having a hard time receiving love, receiving gifts, receiving a better life, a better job, a better home, all these things that you may really want, and you may be putting out into the universe and thinking that, these are the things that I want. This is what I want to create in my life, but I'm really scared and I don't think I deserve it. And I don't know that I'm good enough. All of those things can really hold you back from letting the thing in that you really do want. And so what I want you to do is start noticing, like, where are the places that you're not receiving the things that you desire to have in your life? Where are the places that you could be asking for help, but you're afraid to ask for help because, if you did that with your narcissistic parent, they blew up to you, and you're afraid of the reaction of the person if you do ask for help. Or you think, oh, I can do it all myself. You're so used to bending over backwards and jumping through hoops and doing all those things for that narcissistic parents that you grew up thinking that that's how life is. And that, so you have this 1,000-mile long to-do list. And then you find yourself freezing in procrastination, not being able to do the to-do list because you're overwhelmed, and you spent a lot of your childhood overwhelmed. So these patterns stay with you and they keep coming up, and they're all interrelated when you start looking at this whole thing about giving and receiving and asking for help, and how important it is, because it helps us to be in community with other people. It helps us to open up and allow other people to assist us, to love us, to bring things to us that we really need help with, that are supportive of us. And so look at those places in your life where you're not receiving, you're over giving, you're saying yes to things that you don't really want to do, and learn to start saying no. And a simple thing that you can start to do, and it may not be so simple when you first try this, is when somebody asks you to do something, and you're used to saying yes, and then overscheduling and overextending, just stop for just a second and feel your body, where you feel it. Does it feel like yeah, okay, yeah, I want to do that thing and I have time to do it and all of that? Does it feel like, that doesn't feel like I can do that right now? So give yourself just a moment to determine, like, is this something that I can help with? And is this something that I really want to give and assist this person with? Or can I do that? Or am I compromising myself in the process? Because then you're not receiving that energy of understanding what it is that you really want and what's really best for you in that specific scenario. But as you do that more and more, you become more self-supporting, you become more self-loving, you become more self-generating. And so sometimes pausing and just really listening to what your body is trying to tell you, because your body has these signals that it's trying to give you. And a lot of times we don't hear them or feel them because we're not really in tune with them. But when you stop and pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this something that I really desire to do? Is this something that is going to be helpful for me? Is this something I need help with? Just asking yourself those kinds of questions can be very empowering. And then after the pause, you can also start to say one specific answer. You can start to say, let me think about that and I will get back to you, so that you do have time to think about it. You do have time to determine, like, is this something that I'm doing because I feel like I have to do this thing or I should do this thing? Don't shit on yourself, right? Or is this something that I really desire to do to be supportive of others and to be supportive of self? So think about that as we're talking about this giving and receiving coin, the two sides of that, because it's just as important to receive and allow in as it is to give and to help others. You may be at a point in your life where you feel like you need to really learn how to ask for help, and that's okay. Start small. Start by asking for help with the dishes or clearing the table or something that you might have done over and over again, thinking that you have to take care of everyone else around you and that you don't even deserve to have somebody help you with the dishes in your house, just something. So you can start there, is just start asking for help, for small favors. And you'll start to notice that as you receive that help and you start to do the teamwork thing, and that you'll feel more connected to people in your environment. You'll feel more connected to others around you because you're allowing it in. You're allowing yourself to be cared for and to work with others to receive. I hope that this has been resonant with you. And if you feel like you're somebody who is just like, you don't even know the first thing about how to get started in healing this particular thing because of the complexity of all of the different things that are associated with it, then you can book a free call with me and see if we might be a good fit to work with each other. And you can do that on the links below in the comments and in the description. And then we can talk about what might be a good track for you to help you heal from the wounds of parental narcissistic abuse. So anyway, I thank you so much for watching. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth, and I hope that this information will help you get well now.